One of the things we have to understand is that our experience of our culture today is intense in a way that it never was before. We are bombarded by so much information. We have so many emails to answer. There are so many blogs to visit. We are informed about all of the world's tragedies, far more than we can inwardly work through. What this does is it brings us to the point where we think that there is nothing outside of ourselves on which we can build. And once God becomes only immanent, and He's not standing outside of us, then so many of the boundaries that have been in people's understanding begin to break down. There has always been a boundary between body and soul. Now we are nothing but bodies. There's always been a boundary between male and female. Now that boundary is disappearing. There's always been a boundary between God and ourselves, but now that too is disappearing. So this message of God's holy love is a deeply countercultural message, but it is also a deeply hopeful message, because the fact of the matter is that when God begins to disappear, when in fact He dies, the self moves in to take His place, but then a remarkable thing happens because the self begins to die. And that is what I think we're seeing all through the West today. It's not America, it's alone. It's all through the West. We're seeing the dying, the withering of the self. And therefore, this message of God's holy love is a message that's not only profound, but it is profoundly redemptive. In this lies our hope.